Seniors Helping Seniors is making a difference by connecting seniors who need a little bit of help with seniors who can provide it. From companionship to light housekeeping, they are enhancing lives and building community. Joining me here in studio is Angela Gibson to share more about not only these ongoing things that they do, but two big projects that they have launched. Always great to have you here. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Just in time for spring, you guys are launching two big things.
Yeah.
What's going on? First of all, a new location, right?
Yeah. So we actually just moved in the same building, but it's a much more like size appropriate space. We have a great conference room that we can host people in. So we're having an open house there on April 9th, and it's open invitation, so just people can come and see what we do. It's on just Shelbyville Road in Hurstbourne, so it's great, easy to get to location on the 9th from 1 to 4. And we're actually having you guys there.
Yeah,
as
Great
well.
Day Live is going to be there. I think Ella's going to be there to kind of showcase it, that if you can't, we want you to make it out there. But also, if you miss something and you want to watch it, we're going to have it here on air, kind of taking you inside to see what the whole situation is like. Who do you think this is best suited for? Who would be a good person to come on out and check things out?
So anybody who may be looking for care for themselves in home to help them maybe stay in home or be more comfortable while they're there. Like you said, we do everything from companionship and homemaker services all the way through memory care and personal care. So we can really help people stay in their home a long time without feeling like they need to leave. So that's really our goal.
Well, they also have a chance to meet with the staff there and get to know. You all have a very specific, special approach, right? I always tell people you got to meet them in order to kind of get it, right? There's just something so different about your very personal approach.
Yeah, and we're inviting all of our caregivers as well as our current clients and their families.
Oh, that's
so
great.
yeah. So they'll get a chance to meet people that already benefit from the service, as well as caregivers that provide it. And so we actually had an event this week for retraining for our caregivers, and there were so many of them in the office, and they had met each other, which they don't always get to do. Yeah. So they had so much fun just talking to each other.
Here too.
Yeah, they love it. So
and get to share stories and stuff. It's like I think in an environment like that, you see what a family you all truly are.
Yeah. I think so too. And how much our caregivers truly do love and care for their clients, and how much they just make such a big difference in their lives. Even if it's just somebody that cares about them, you know, they feel more like family than an employee.
Exactly.
And so it's like your friend stopped by to help you instead of it being someone that's in a nursing uniform. Right,
This feels very sterile and mechanical.
That's right.
And I think great too to hear from somebody that's a recipient of the program, that goes through it, that gets the help, because they can speak firsthand and answer honestly what it's like, you know, and how to set things up, because everybody's unique and has different needs of what they might need. You all do a really good job, and this has been something in the past couple of times you've been on the show that you've really talked so much about, why it's so important that you're always trying to make sure you kind of go the extra mile, especially when you have veterans that you know need care in the home, because the matchup process is special. And I know you have a new project now for your veterans.
Yeah. So what we found is we get so many veterans that call in, they need help, but they're not sure what to do next.
Yeah.
So we recently have just been like, hey, call this number, find your form, go to the doctor's appointment, and when they order it, then you can come get care from us, right?
Yeah.
But what we found is people really struggle with getting through that steps. They want to do it. They know they need the help. So we have hired a veteran who is a senior himself.
Awesome.
And he's actually the husband of one of our other caregivers. And so he is going to help people get through that step so that they can get on what's called GEC.
Okay.
So we give them the phone number. He's going to help them know exactly what form to look for. Maybe even go over and just make sure that they are able to find it. A lot of people put it in their safe or hid it away in their important documents, maybe put it in their safe deposit box. We're going to help them make sure they get that. Or if they need to order a new one, we can help them with that too. So just helping them get through that process quickly so they get the care they need.
Right, and they understand the language, right? Because it's very specific, probably military language or like documents that you would only know if you were in the space. I think anybody else would be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do we need? That can really guide them through. And I think too, for so many seniors too, everything feels so online and so automated, right? Like my mother will not get on. She hates to get on the phone with people. It can get very, right? And it's like to help them navigate. I'm saying like, I need help sometimes. It's daunting for me. I can only imagine how daunting it is to work through sometimes this paperwork and this online system for a senior.
Yeah, and sometimes they haven't been to the VA in ever or years, right?
So they updated and changed.
Yeah, they don't have to go change their doctor to the VA. They need to go in and have an appointment, but they can still keep their primary care physician. But it also reconnects them with all the other amazing services that the VA has now. The VA of today is not the VA of 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so helping people reconnect and get the care that they need and seeing all of the programs that are out there now. And I mean, we also hire veterans, so we're part of the stakeholder group at the VA to hire people that are looking for jobs. And so we love to hire veterans to care for veterans and really get that kind of connection that we see with like you said, it's a different language, right? So it's interesting to see a caregiver and a client meet and they're talking about things
a whole different language that I don't even understand.
Yeah,
and it's like they understand each other perfectly.
Right. And my dad's a veteran, so I kind of know some of it, but it's not the same as when you've been there.
Oh, that's awesome. So yet another great addition to your portfolio to help serve the seniors that you serve. Thank you so much for coming on. That's such great information. And of course, if you want to learn more, maybe you're a veteran or you know a veteran that needs some help, or you just want to learn more about their services, do make a note about their open house coming up on April the 9th. It's from 1 to 4 p.m. at their new location. For the address and everything that Seniors Helping Seniors provides, just go to the website, shskentuckiana.com.